Dunwoody Dialogues here in 2026. This is our first show in 2026, so I can absolutely say Happy New Year to all of you. We are so glad that you are back with us here in 2026. There's so many great things happening in Atlanta and in our country in 2026. So we've got the World Cup that's coming to Atlanta as well as North America in the summer, and we're celebrating our 250th birthday as a country. So much happening. Tuning in here, we'll let you know the things that are going on in and around Dunwoody and introduce you to some great people. We have guests booked up all the way through February, so we got a lot of great people to introduce you to. I am Mark Galvin, your host. I should have started off with that, so it's so good to see you. We are streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Be sure to drop a note or a comment in each of those channels if you would like to, and we will absolutely respond to you. This show is brought to you by Discover Dunwoody. We're the official destination marketing organization for Dunwoody, which means we are funded through a hotel tax. We are really charged with growing awareness of what Dunwoody is, get people to come to visit us, stay at our hotels, eat in our restaurants, shop in our shops. So make sure you check out our social media channels and our great website. Today, I am thrilled to introduce all of you to a fantastic person that is a Dunwoodian. She brings 25 plus years of event experience to the table. She worked at Marriott, at Starwood, and then she spent almost 13 years with Classic Tents and Events, where she worked with major Atlanta film productions. She is the founder of Pivotal Events and Production Management Group. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
And she is a certified event rental professional. And she's also a very familiar face to us here around Discover Dunwoody, as she is our leader for our P.E.A.K community, which stands for Perimeter Executive Assistants Collective. Join me in welcoming Bari Holmes to the Dunwoody Dialogues. Bari, welcome.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love Discover Dunwoody.
Well, I think the feeling's mutual. Let me rephrase this. I know you from ages ago. I should say ages ago. It was a couple of months ago, where I did some work with Classic Tents and Events, as I had a company before I came to Discover Dunwoody. And Steven Eisenstein's a dear friend of mine. So I've known him for a long time. He's the owner-operator of Classic Tents and Events. So we've known each other for a while. But what's really fascinating to me is we had a program here at Discover Dunwoody that we needed some help with, and it was focused on the film and entertainment industry, where we gave out the Funwoody Awards to people in the industry, in the film industry, and you were the event production coordinator for that for us, and we got to know you very well there. So number one, you killed it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but it let us see that this is something you're extremely good at. Tell me, let's just right at the top, let's share, why would you start Pivotal? Why did you decide that this event management space is something that you wanted to get into?
Well, great question. And many people have asked that. And it's each part of my career, I have been part of one of the key elements of an event. So when I majored in hotel restaurant management, from the University of Alabama. Mm-hmm. I know. And got out of college and went into the Marriott program. And so through the Marriott management program, I got to see all the different departments. I got to do everything. Then I went into catering. So I specialized in that catering piece. The catering, the banquets, the event management, but just that piece. There was other departments, audio visual, all the different bands, everything. So
this was where? Where were you doing?
This was in the hotel world.
But which hotel did you start at?
Started at the Marriott Marquis.
Marriott Marquis.
Downtown.
The Marriott Marquis is the largest hotel in the state of Georgia.
Yep. Then I went to Tampa for a while.
Good.
Spent 2 years in Tampa. And then I came back to Atlanta. I was at the JW Marriott as an event manager.
And the JW Marriott is in Buckhead.
It is in Buckhead.
Good.
At Lennox.
Okay.
As an event manager there. And then I had an opportunity to come home to Dunwoody and work at the Atlanta Perimeter Marriott.
Which, by the way, is the first hotel in Dunwoody.
At the time, this was a long time ago, not to age myself, but it was called the Pink Palace because it was pink. Yep, all the stucco was pink.
I don't think I remember this.
Yeah,
okay.
it was amazing.
The Pink Palace.
Pink Palace. And so I was catering sales manager there.
Was the Ravinia open at the time?
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
Was the hotel the Westin?
The Westin was there.
Yeah.
The main hotels that were there were the Ravinia, the Marriott, and the La Meridian had just been built.
Okay.
It
wasn't a La Meridian.
It wasn't. It was a Element. No, it was a Starwood brand.
Yeah,
it was a Starwood brand. It was
W.
the W Hotel.
It was called
That's
the W.
right.
That's right.
Wow.
Yep.
So then, at the time, Marriott had a concept that Starwood wanted to kind of adapt. So they wooed me away, and I ended up ending my hotel career for the last 4 years at the Westin Buckhead as the catering sales manager. So did all these great galas and events in the Buckhead area.
Nice.
Economy changed. The world so then people weren't planning $100,000 weddings anymore.
Right.
So the world changed, and my dear friend Steven Eisenstein bought Classic. And who knew that transitioning from a hotel experience and background going into the rental industry would be so transferable, right? So basically you're going from a ballroom where you have 100 guests, and how much space do you need? Now you're just working with tents and rentals, so you're creating a space anywhere instead of you just having one specific ballroom. So then I moved into the rental industry, which you're still only one piece of the whole event, right? So with my creative background and seeing all the different events that I had, I love to get involved in all the aspects of the events, which I allowed me at Classic to do. I started off at Classic. We did all kinds of events. Like my first ever event was it's now going on its 13th year of existence. It's called Beer, Bourbon, and Barbecue at Atlantic Station. That was my first big event that I booked with tenting, and did everything from Sweetwater 420 to then becoming the key person in location work for movie productions in Atlanta.
All right, so help me understand, as not someone that may necessarily get this. Why does film and entertainment need tents? What do they do?
They are, anytime they're filming anywhere in the Southeast or in Georgia, they have to create a catering space, a workspace for their entire crew, for their 120 people that they travel with anywhere.
So if I'm going to shoot in an office building,
I
go in, I can set up the whole office building, but out in the parking lot, I'm setting up all these things, and I need tents for it.
You're setting it up either in the parking lot in a tent, or you're turning an existing empty space into catering space with tables and chairs, changing rooms, makeup stations, you name it. But that's still one piece of the puzzle. You still have the locations department that's doing the toilets and doing all the different accoutrements, permitting, you name it. So I was always involved in the piece of the puzzle. Pivotal, which I realized after, honestly, I have an amazing family, 2 great young kids, and really wanted to spend some time with them. So Pivotal came about when I realized that I needed to be available more flexible. Classic has gotten to be unbelievably
very successful.
Very successful, and very proud of all the work that we've done.
Right.
And the core basis of, I joined it when there's 3 of us and a temporary crew and an operations manager. Now they have an unbelievable team, and they have trucks and people and lots
50
of
50+ people there.
I think more than that actually now.
I saw a Christmas card from Stephen that had a picture of the staff, and they had a lot of people.
So it was time for me to move on.
Sure.
And so when I really just like bringing all of everyone's ideas, listening to your ideas about what you wanted to do with the event, utilizing all the resources and education that I've had of all the vendors, the relationships, understanding what things cost, figuring out what you can get the most bang for your buck, and which vendors work with which markets and what you're trying to accomplish. And starting that from the beginning to the end.
That's great.
And it's amazing how much it's really made me happy.
That is
And
great.
watching events come to fruition, being a part of all the pieces instead of just one piece is the big difference of why I wanted to do this.
I think it's great. And from personal experience, you have executed a program. Well, we have you take care of our P.E.A.K program. That's the
Yeah.
Perimeter Executive Assistants Collective with a K. And here's what I like about working with you is that you, number one, you are very good at communicating with me and saying, okay, this is going on, and so you're always paying attention to those details, which
Thank
I'll
you.
be honest, I don't have time to do. And the secret is I don't want to do it. I love it that you love doing that. And so it's a good compliment to the work that we do here because we're interested in advertising and reaching people and you help us do it. But to reach these folks, we got to get them in a restaurant, we got to feed them, we got to invite them, we got to have name tags, blah, blah, blah. And you take care of all those details. And you like it, and it's a joy to work with you. So I could see this is certainly a passion and something that you're good.
But just to not to, you're and the reason I love working with you is because you came to us with this idea and you said, hey, we have this program, and to you're like, this is a big idea where I will go into the nitty gritty of how we would execute it. And so call it a superpower, call it this, like some of the things that you came to us with this idea, you let us be creative with it, you listened to our ideas, you gave your feedback, you didn't agree to everything, but you're very flexible and you allowed us to roll with it, and we have fine-tuned it now to be something that we can continue to grow.
So great.
And have opportunities for different markets. Because this program is for executive assistants, and I didn't realize how much the participants appreciate it.
Right.
I mean, it's great. It is a great program, and it's a great example of something that we started from an idea to reality.
I think that's great.
Mm-hmm.
What is the key, if you will, to making events measurable and something that measurable is not the right word, memorable? What is it? How do you make an event memorable for both clients as well as participants? What do you think are the nuts and bolts to that to make that really happen?
Understanding who's coming to your event.
Okay.
Every event isn't for every person. There's different kinds of events that you'd market for different types of people. Like we did an event at Ashford Lane, this community event that we did in December. Ashford Lane came to us and said, we want to do a community event. We want to bring people that live in Dunwoody that are, they attracted business people during the workday for lunches. They have a lot of apartments around there, a lot of corporate travel with the hotels. But they were listening to the restaurants, and the restaurants were like, we would like more local people, families to come out and enjoy our green space and all of this. So they challenged us, they gave us a budget, and they said, here you go, we would like to create a community event. And understanding that piece, that they weren't looking for the person that was going on the Saturday night date, or they were looking for families to come out, enjoy their green space. So we had an interactive, all the restaurants participated. So the key piece is understanding who you're planning the event for.
Great.
And that, understanding that and being open to that is half the battle.
Yeah.
And so if everyone's on the same page and not thinking that I don't come in knowing what we're going to do for your event. I listen to you, I talk to you about your attendees, I talk to you about your budget and what things that really matter to you.
You're a solutions finder.
I am a solution creator.
Yes. So, and I think about Ashford Lane, very important development with restaurants and shopping here in Dunwoody. I get that they want to reach Dunwoodians.
Yeah, they do.
That makes sense. And so you came up with solutions that would draw in that community because, well, you're part of that community
I am.
too,
And
right?
that's something that, yes, and that's what Pivotal has provided me also. I'm able to be in my community, work in my community, and help my community.
I think it's great.
Like everything from my kids' PTO and everything. So my professional world and my personal world are colliding right now, which is exactly what I wanted for this stage of my life. And I have this amazing operations manager named Julie, and Julie Clark.
Clark, yes.
Yes, and she is a huge piece of our team. She's phenomenal. Where I have all the ideas and I'm the solution creator and I can move on a dime, and that's something that the movie industry really taught me.
Yep.
Is that you'll never hear no out of my voice, out of my thing. I will come up with, it might cost more money, it might this, or we might be able to save this money from another area. That's why the budget's like a moving target. It's not set. Like it's like you might think that you're going to spend $2,000 on one thing, but we could do that for $500 and spend that $1,500 on something that's more impactful,
yeah,
or that will reach your client or who is participating and be impactful.
Sure.
Going back to your thing, that's the thing, is the special out of the box ideas that just come by talking to you and hearing what you want to achieve in this event. And that's half the part is listening and understanding who's coming to the event.
Whenever you and I talk about things, you're always coming up with, what about this? And what about this?
Yeah.
What about this? And I love that because it helps me solidify what I want. And it's easier to say no to that, yes to this. So that's extremely helpful.
And Julie keeps it all organized.
Let's talk about Julie.
Yeah.
Right? Julie, she's younger. She's younger than me, so that's
she's way young. Yeah.
But she's building a career in event planning, and so you're helping grow her. What about the other people out there that may be in event management now? What is your advice to them on how they can grow their career in this space?
It's funny. It's everything starts from a seed, right? So my career started as operations manager. Did convention services. So you really have to put the time in at the operations level before you can create an event. So my advice is to get as much experience as possible, be open to doing out of the box ideas, and having a can-do attitude of sure. My niece actually worked for. This is a great example of my niece. She thinks she wants to do coaching. She thinks she wants to do events. So she worked at the S'mores the Merrier event that I just told you about on December 14th.
S'mores the Merrier.
The S'mores the Merrier.
I love that.
Yeah,
see,
thanks.
There's another. I mean, it shows you some of the creativity that your group.
That came from Autry, but
okay.
Yeah, but I won't take credit for that one. But it's S'mores the Merrier. We did a step and repeat because we wanted people to have a photo opportunity so that they can have it. We did a step and repeat. Well, the deal is the step and repeat was outside, and my niece realized that the most important job when the win started was her and another person sitting on each end of that
holding
step
it.
and repeat, holding it.
Yeah,
it was the
it's
most
gonna fly away.
important job
Right.
So when you're starting off, you might think that you're just sitting there for an hour and a half holding a step and repeat, but that is the most important thing at that point.
Right.
For the event, for people to take pictures in front of and have the experience, for the liability of the event, to not fall on somebody and have a catastrophic problem. But you have to be able to understand that every piece of that puzzle is important. So when you're starting off, that experience will change how you do things with step and repeats in the future. You'll have something that the wind goes through.
Yeah.
Or you'll have slits in it. But if you don't do it when you're starting off or you haven't lived it, you're not going to do it.
You're going to learn. Yeah.
Yeah. And
so that experience is so important.
It's so important. And Carlos, who's the general manager of Classic, he came over after I left Classic, and we were talking about this new venture, Pivotal. And because I, at Classic, have worked with such large productions and seen the big stuff, Pivotal could do the big stuff. We really could. But it's not where Pivotal is right now. We are in this stage where we're developing events, and we are understanding where we are with the size events and not trying to over promise or or over accomplish, if that makes any sense. So
Yeah.
with the P.E.A.K event, with the Brookhaven Porch Fest that we do, it is a event that we're going to be working on it again this year. Last year was the first year. These neighbors of Brookhaven decided that they wanted to have a party, and they had these great porches, right? So for 2 years, they organized it. All these girls got together and they did the bands, they did everything. They had such attendance that the city was like, "Oh, this is too much. Y'all are really gonna have to make this an official event." So I happened to know one of the women,
Yeah.
and they came to me, and last year was the first year that we permitted it, and we brought in, and Pivotal produced it, and brought in the food trucks, and brought in more structure, like contracts for all the vendors, really got some real sponsors, and like closed lanes, had
Sure.
police presence, and the taking that event to the next level, we did a post event after it, and we're just going to keep growing it. And so Pivotal,
That's really good.
it's a great.
And I hear about all the underpinnings of the professionalism of the programming that you do.
Thanks.
That's impressive.
It's important. There's a fine line between personal relationships and professional, and when I take it very seriously that I would never take anyone for granted or
Right.
accept it not to. I just it's professional.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think that's great.
We appreciate everyone we work with, and we just want to grow as they grow and make them look good. Because
So, talking about your clients, describe the best kind of client for you. Trying to identify the folks that may be watching that would be the perfect group to call you to ask you to help them.
yeah, so corporate clients.
Okay.
We love anyone that is wanting an extension of their human resource team or of their executive assistants, like the P.E.A.K participants. We can take an idea, an activation that they want to do, either a customer appreciation, a associate appreciation, or a training session for their staff, creating
Good.
a retreat. With my hotel experience, with my event experience, I could be a one-stop shop for booking hotel rooms, creating content, leadership training, booking speakers,
Good.
and creating an agenda for a whole weekend of leadership training
Now,
or
you-
holiday party.
You did our event, which
Mhm.
had probably, I'm going to say there was 400 people at that program, and it was a dinner, and there was staging, and it was
Yeah.
there was tables and people and a pre-function space full of step and repeats, among other things. So you can do larger programs that are
Absolutely.
in that 400 plus
Absolutely.
people stage. All right, good.
Absolutely. And so holiday parties, great things.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Anniversaries, like if your company is having a milestone and you are doing a one-off event that you want to have impactful impressions, my relationships with caterers, with vendors, pulling all of them together to create the run a show is my superpower.
I love that.
And I have lots of relationships that are, you're going to get the fair pricing, you're going to get great introductions, they'll call us, and they would lose sleep at night if something went wrong. And that's how I know it's professional and personal because
Well, personal because you have to have those connections.
yeah. Exactly. Another great thing is nonprofits. Nonprofits that are doing fundraising, their annual fundraisers. We are great at that. We work with an amazing organization called
Okay.
freerent.org, who does an annual fundraiser. They're a large fundraiser. We do site location, and we do all of their. If we get the earlier we get involved, it doesn't cost you more,
Right.
but we help save money as those one-offs that you just wouldn't know about
Right.
because of other examples that we've seen.
Well, this is great. How, if somebody is interested in talking to you, how can they find you?
Well, we have a couple different ways. You can email me, and my email is Bari at Pivotal,
Bari.
Bari,
Bari.
at Pivotal, PMG, PMG, or
So, pivotalpmg.com.
Yep, that's
Okay.
our website.
Good. We'll
So
put that in the show notes.
we'll
so
put that in the show
look in our
notes.
show notes.
So either go to our website, which is www.pivotalpmg.com,
Got it.
or you can email me at barry@pivotalpmg.com, or you can Google us, and our number is on a Google thing. So,
On the Google thing. All right, good.
or you can call Mark.
Or you can call me. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I have a phone number here.
Yeah,
that the good number?
770
331.
8877.
There we go. Plus, they can hit you on LinkedIn. You're
I
really
love
good
LinkedIn.
at LinkedIn.
Yeah,
All right.
I've actually become very good at LinkedIn.
I think that's terrific. You're doing a great job with our Perimeter Executive Assistants Collective,
Thanks.
P.E.A.K.
It's a pleasure.
We love the work you're doing there. I love the way that you collaborate with us and with our team. And so we want you to be successful. So call her. Give
Please.
Bari a call anytime you're running how about a bar mitzvah?
So
Bar mitzvah, bat mitzvahs,
I am planning my
weddings.
son's personal mitzvah this year, which is
Okay.
exciting.
Yes.
But I am not doing bar and bat mitzvahs.
Oh, you're not? Oh, I
don't-
shouldn't have brought that up.
I
Forget that.
work with some amazing professionals that do specialize in
but I
bar
can
and bat
call you
mitzvahs.
if you
You
can
can
help me
totally
find
call
somebody.
me, and
Yeah.
I will help you with a
All right.
list of lovely ladies
All right.
that do a great job.
That's good.
And so yeah, I don't do weddings and bar mitzvahs.
All right. Well, good.
I did
All
that
right.
in my hotel world.
Yeah.
That was my hotel world, and
It's all
but-
good. And I totally get that. So listen, I am so glad that you came to see us today.
thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And we are going to continue to work with you in 2026.
Yeah, we are.
As we grow P.E.A.K. And we're also going to launch a human resources program. More to come on that.
Very exciting.
We're working on that as we speak. Literally just minutes ago, we were sitting down talking about that. So, Bari, thank you
Thank
so
you,
much
Mark.
for your partnership.
Thank you, Dunwoody.
And then thank you for watching. I am Mark Galvin, your host here. This show is produced by Discover Dunwoody. Our director is Madison Holt. She continues to do a great job there behind the camera. We appreciate her more than she knows. And we want all of you to know that you can find out lots about Dunwoody right through any of our social media sites. So our handle is @Discover Dunwoody everywhere there is on the web, especially on Instagram. Go check out our Instagram feed. We will let you know anytime something brand new opens here in Dunwoody. All the new restaurants and all the goings on is all right there on our social media. Or check out our website. DiscoverDunwoody.com is our website. We're always giving out our Dunwoody stickers, so hopefully you have a Dunwoody sticker. Go to Sproul Gallery, NFA Burger, or City Hall, among others. If you can't find any of those places, come to our location here. We're right in the center of Perimeter. We would love to have you walk in our office, and might even give you a stack of them to give to all your friends. Bari, thanks again for joining us. We look so forward to seeing how you continue to grow.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And to all of you, thank you for watching. Now come Discover Dunwoody.